Today is the 1st of December and I'm going to run 5k every day this month. I'm not doing it as a kind of body transformation or anything. I'm not actually expecting my body to change very much, but I thought I'd show you how I look now just in case there's any dramatic transformations during the course of the month. So here I am, I'll put the light on. Right, let's go for the first run. The rules are simple. Run 5k every day. It can be at any pace, but it has to be a run. So if I play football and happen to cover 5k during that doesn't count. I still have to go and run a separate 5k. By the way, the temperature today is -1, but it says it feels like -5, which is why I'm wearing so many clothes. I don't think I've ever worn a woolly hat to run before, but it just feels like a good idea. I think the worst part of any run, particularly when it's really cold, is waiting for my watch to find the GPS so I can actually start. Come on, you bugger. Right, let's do it. Just coming up to one of my favourite parts of this run. Right, it's the first run done. There are a few bits where I had to slow down because it was a bit icy on the country lanes, but overall it was all right. Hands are frozen. Got to start wearing gloves. So that was run 1 done and dusted. And for the next few days I got into a good rhythm. Wake up, get ready, go for a run. Wake up, get ready, go for a run. Wake up, get ready, go. You get the idea. But after just 4 days, I was already starting to find it tough. It's only the 4th of December, but my legs felt pretty tired there. But to be fair, I ran the last 2 days of November before I decided to do this running every day in December thing. So that's 6 days in a row, which is the longest most days of running in a row that I've ever done before, if that makes sense. And I also played football last night, so yeah, just took it a bit easy today. I think that's something I've learned, that if you're running every day, you can't go flat out every day. So yeah, today a bit of a recovery run and hopefully feel a bit fresher tomorrow. I did one nice easy run to recover, and the day after that I was feeling better and running faster again. And then it all started to go wrong. I started to regret choosing to do this challenge during December.
Talking about the risk of ice, hill snow, stronger winds, and also outbreaks of rain.
And I started to feel pretty rough. Right, it's the 8th of December, so I've done 10, 10 runs in a row now, and my legs are starting to feel quite bad, but I haven't felt well the last 2 days, so I'm hoping it's just that, and that as I get better, my legs will feel better, rather than it's just accumulative fatigue and they're going to keep feeling worse every day for the rest of the month. I didn't know it at the time, but I'm now 99% sure I had COVID.
I normally do my runs kind of first thing in the morning, but I've been ill all weekend. So it's Sunday night, it's pitch black outside. Yeah, it's about 7:15 at night, and I've got to go and put a head torch on and go and run in the wind and the dark.
The runs started to feel harder and harder. I don't know if it's partly because I've been ill and the weather's been so bad, but this challenge is feeling more difficult than I expected. And my ability to do maths wasn't on top form either. I'm only 12 days in, so not even a third of the way through yet.
Idiot.
And there were points on that run where I thought I'm gonna have to stop. I didn't, but yeah, I've got a long way still to go and it is not feeling very easy. I didn't set a pace target particularly, but in my head I was thinking I want to try and keep all the runs under 9-minute mile pace. Excuse me, I'm feeling better but not perfect. Obviously I'm not running flat out every day, because if I did that I would die, but yeah, it's starting to feel harder to get under that pace. So today's run was 8:40 something, and obviously I could have gone quicker, but yeah, it felt hard. My body just feels heavy and tired. By day 15, I was not loving life.
This is the least I've wanted to go out for a run yet. It's 9 o'clock, Friday night. I've been out all day. I've already done 17,500 steps and I'm just absolutely knackered. I've got to take my dog out for a walk and then do my 5K. Oh, every part of me does not want to do this. I'm absolutely knackered. And tomorrow I've got to be up early, take my dog out, then I've got a golf competition. I've got a football match in the afternoon, I've got to do the 5K run, and I've got a Christmas party tomorrow night and 2 more dog walks to fit in around all that. So I think I'm going to die.
Day 16, I had such a hectic day that I basically hit the wall on the run. The only time I've ever felt anything like it was during my first ever marathon in the last kind of 6 miles of that. But to hit the wall on a 5K was a new low. And then that night I went to a Christmas do and cut my head open while playing table tennis. I've got a dead leg from football yesterday, so on that run, every time I landed on my right foot, it felt like someone was tapping the side of my leg with a hammer, which was nice. But the good thing about 5K is that once you're out, you just know you're going to do it because it's like, you know, it's only 3 miles, 25 minutes or whatever. So even if you are ill or a little bit injured or whatever, yeah, as soon as you're out, you're like, yeah, I can just finish this. I think if it was any longer, I remember when I was doing marathon training, there'd be sessions where I'd start them and not knowing if I was going to finish, like if it was the longest I'd ever run or if I was just really, really tired and it was like quite a hard session, I'd be like, I'm not sure if I can do this, but just running a 5K at any pace, once you're out, it's doable. Yeah, often the hardest part is just getting out and starting it. I'm feeling better now from a health point of view. I think I had COVID actually, but yeah, so in terms of like breathing and health, I'm feeling better, but my legs are really tired. Like they're just sore, my quads. When I started this, I thought I might want to carry on running every day indefinitely, really. I'd reread Born to Run, and I was reading about all these people that get up every morning and run 10 or 20 miles up and down the hills, mountains where they live, and I thought that sounds pretty cool. But yeah, I've done 24 runs and 22 days into December, and yeah, I definitely don't want this to carry on because my legs are just knackered. And before I started this, I was doing some other stuff, like I was doing some home workouts and some surfing practice at home. But yeah, like for the last couple of weeks, I've just stopped with that because I'm just tired. I know it sounds pathetic because it's only 5K a day, but yeah, I guess just not having a rest day is, yeah, your body doesn't get a chance to rest. That's the point of a rest day, isn't it? But it's Christmas Day, happy Christmas. Obviously that meant another 5K in the rain. By the 28th of December, I was still moaning so much that, to be honest, I hate watching this back. I've got to be honest, that was horrible. I was hoping that this running every day thing was going to get me back into loving running like I was last year in 2022 when I was training for a marathon for the first time. But if anything, it's doing the opposite. Like I just can't wait for the day when I don't have to run. I sound such a miserable c***. We're finished. Right, if you've made it this far, I just want to apologise for a couple of things. The first one is the shortage of actual running clips in a video about running. Basically, I don't normally take my phone out on runs, and with it being so cold and wet and windy all month, I didn't really want to start. And also, I kind of was committed to just doing the runs rather than setting up a camera, running past it, running back to get it, and doing that over and over again. But yeah, I'm sure you can all cope without some clips of me prancing around like a middle-aged Bambi anyway. But the main thing I wanted to apologise for is just how much I was moaning during the course of the month. Like, I knew obviously I was finding it hard and I knew I was moaning, but it was only watching back all the clips when editing this video that I realised just how bad it was in terms of like, yeah, how negative I was about it all. And yeah, it's been quite a good life lesson really, that yeah, if you're going to do something, there's kind of no point moaning about it. Moaning about it doesn't make it any easier, it doesn't help. If anything, it probably makes it harder. And it reminded me of, I interviewed a guy called Gary McKee about a year and a half ago because he was running a marathon every day for 2022. And yeah, just his approach to it mentally, doing a marathon every day was so much better than mine doing a 5K every day.
I'm only doing what I said I was doing, and I only feel as if I'm doing what I'm capable of doing. I think a lot of people generally think that I'm making it look easy, and it's not easy. If it was that easy, everybody would be doing it. Sometimes you've just got to change your position to gain perspective on things. And I've always said, if you dig deep enough, you'll find what you're looking for. You've got to look for the silver lining, because believe me, it's there. If WD-40 was successes the first time, it will be called WD-1. Just keep going. When you're going through darkness, there will be light. You've just got to believe in yourself and keep pushing. And there's people around you who will nudge you along. Just find the positives in them. Look for the win. The win's there. You've got to get it.
So yeah, that's something I'm going to really try and take on board and improve upon going forward. Finding the positives and focusing on them, because if you're going to do it, you might as well make it as easy and enjoyable for you as you can. As much as I didn't really enjoy this challenge, I did end up feeling a lot better at the end of the month than I was at the start. I think I've been feeling a bit flat for a while, and I've kind of learned from past experience and from this that sometimes it's good to do hard things, even if it doesn't feel like it at the time. Overcoming things gives you a sense of pride in yourself and makes you feel better, much more than if you just kind of give in to feeling a bit rubbish and just, cop out and lay around and do whatever you might feel like in the moment. I've just realised that I forgot to show you what my body looked like at the end of the month, so I did record it, so I'll put that in now. This is what I look like now. Yeah, no massive change. I'd say if anything, it looks slightly worse, which might be because, like I said in the video, I stopped doing my bits of resistance training and stuff. But it could also just be slightly different lighting, a slightly different camera angle. But yeah, no massive change as expected. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the future.